All right, Chiefs Kingdom. It's that time of year. The full 2025 NFL schedule is officially out, and you better believe we're diving into every detail. From opening day to the final whistle of Week 18, the Kansas City Chiefs have a packed season ahead. And trust me, this schedule is not doing them any favors. But if there's any team built to handle it, it's this one. Let's set the tone right away. The Chiefs will kick off the season at home, under the bright lights of a primetime Thursday night football game. It's a tradition now, the defending champs starting the NFL season in front of the entire country. The league knows who brings the ratings, and spoiler alert, it's Patrick Mahomes and company. This year, they'll open against the Baltimore Ravens, and that's no walk in the park. Lamar Jackson versus Mahomes right out the gate? It doesn't get much better. Now, here's the thing. This schedule is brutal. After the opener, the Chiefs face a mix of AFC contenders, divisional rivalries, and cross-conference showdowns. Road trips, short weeks, holiday games, it's all on the table. But again, this isn't anything new. The NFL wants to see if Kansas City can continue to dominate with a target on their back. And honestly, that's exactly how the Chiefs like it. Remember last year? Tough stretches, injuries, doubters everywhere. And still, they went all the way. This year, the road might look even tougher on paper, but what matters is what happens between the lines. And with Mahomes, Andy Reid, and a reloaded roster, this team is more than capable of making another championship run. So here's the big question. Will the 2025 schedule slow the Chiefs down, or will it fuel another Super Bowl charge? Stick around, because we're breaking down every part of it. Home games, away games, toughest stretches, and key storylines. And before we go any further, what was your first reaction when you saw the schedule drop? Let me know in the comments. Now let's talk about Arrowhead, the loudest, rowdiest, and most intimidating stadium in the NFL. Every season, Kansas City's home schedule is circled not just by Chiefs fans, but by opposing teams trying to survive the noise. In 2025, it's no different. The Chiefs have some serious battles lined up on their home turf, and they're going to need that crowd more than ever. First up, we already mentioned it, Week 1 against the Baltimore Ravens. This is a massive showdown. It's a playoff rematch. It's Lamar Jackson versus Patrick Mahomes. It's two AFC powerhouses squaring off to start the year. And it's happening in Arrowhead, where Mahomes has been nearly unbeatable in season openers. But that's just the beginning. The Chiefs also host the Cincinnati Bengals, which means another potential Mahomes versus Joe Burrow classic. The rivalry between these two teams has been heating up for years. These games always feel like playoff previews, and in 2025, that narrative isn't changing. Then you've got the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders coming to town. Two AFC West foes looking to finally take down the champs. Spoiler, they haven't had much luck recently, but divisional games always bring a different energy, and you can bet Sean Payton and Antonio Pierce will have their squads fired up. One of the more underrated home matchups, the Houston Texans. C.J. Stroud is no joke, and that young team is rising fast. They could give Kansas City a real test, especially if it's later in the season when playoff implications start to build. And let's not forget the New Orleans Saints and Tampa Bay Buccaneers, two NFC South teams that bring their own unique challenges. Whether it's a veteran defense or an unpredictable offense, those games can be trap situations if the Chiefs don't stay locked in. Bottom line, the Chiefs' home schedule is loaded. There's not a single easy week. But with that Arrowhead atmosphere and Mahomes under center, Kansas City should feel confident about defending the kingdom. Now tell me this. Which home game are you most hyped for? Drop it in the comments, and let's see which matchup the kingdom is circling on the calendar. All right, kingdom, we've looked at the home battles. Now let's take it on the road. The Chiefs' 2025 away schedule is no joke. Some of these games could define the season, test the team's resilience, and give us a look at whether this squad is truly built for another Super Bowl run. Let's start with the game that's got everyone talking. Christmas Day at Pittsburgh. Yep, another holiday showdown. Last year, the Chiefs played on Christmas, and the reactions were all over the place. Some loved it. Others, not so much. But this year, it's the Steelers on the road, and the NFL is hoping for a big-time ratings win. The Steelers are never an easy out at home, especially if Kenny Pickett takes a leap or the defense stays dominant. But Mahomes in prime time? That's a bet I'll take any day. Then you've got the Buffalo Bills in Orchard Park. This has become a yearly heavyweight bout. Chiefs versus Bills is one of the most anticipated matchups every season, and doing it on the road, that's pressure. Josh Allen and the Bills are still hunting for revenge from that playoff loss in 2021, and you can believe the crowd will be fired up. Another tough one at the Cleveland Browns. This might not sound like a marquee game, but that Browns defense is legit. Plus, weather could be a factor. We've seen weird, sloppy games in Cleveland before, and if this one falls late in the season, the elements could make it a grind-it-out slugfest. Divisional road games are always brutal. Going to Denver and Las Vegas won't be easy, no matter where those teams are in the standings. The Broncos and Raiders know how to play the Chiefs tough at home. Add in the altitude in Denver or the Vegas crowd under the lights, and you've got two sneaky, tough matchups. And don't sleep on Carolina or Atlanta. These NFC South games might seem lighter on paper, but if you overlook them, they'll punch you in the mouth. Especially Carolina, where that young defense is trying to make a name. So, here's the question. Which road game worries you the most? Which one feels like the biggest trap? Hit the comments and let's debate. Now that we've broken down the schedule, let's focus on the players who will carry the load this season. The Chiefs have plenty of talent, but every year it comes down to who steps up and makes those crucial plays when it matters most. First and foremost, you have to talk about Patrick Mahomes. This is his prime, and after 5 years in the league, he's evolved into one of the most complete quarterbacks in NFL history. But 2025 will test his leadership and durability. The Chiefs need Mahomes firing on all cylinders, especially with some new faces around him. The offensive line will be critical in keeping him upright and giving him time to work his magic. On the defensive side, all eyes are on Nick Bolton. He's already proven to be a tackling machine and the heartbeat of the defense. If he stays healthy and continues to improve his coverage skills, Bolton could be a game changer. The defense overall has had some ups and downs in recent years, so his leadership will be key in making the unit more consistent. Don't overlook the young wide receivers either. With new additions expected to shake things up, players like Sky Moore and Quentin Johnston have to show they can be reliable weapons. Mahomes thrives when he has dynamic targets, and this group has the potential to make big plays. Another player to watch is Brashard Smith. As a rookie or sophomore, depending on draft and development, Smith could solidify the secondary. The Chiefs need playmakers in the back end to compete with the high-powered offenses in the AFC West and beyond. Special teams can also be the difference in close games. Keep an eye on the kicker and return game, because field position and scoring in the clutch matter a lot in this league. Finally, let's not forget the coaching staff. Andy Reid and Brett Veach have proven they can build championship teams, but every year they have to adjust, find new schemes, and get the most out of the roster. 2025 will be another test of their adaptability. So, which player do you think will surprise everyone this year? Or who needs to step up the most for the Chiefs to succeed? Drop your thoughts below. This is the perfect time to debate who's going to be the MVP for Kansas City in 2025. As we wrap up, it's clear the Kansas City Chiefs are setting themselves up for another competitive season in 2025. From Brett Veach's shrewd moves in free agency and the draft to the promising rookie performances in minicamp, the team is building depth and talent across the board. The quarterback position remains solid with Patrick Mahomes leading the charge, but the supporting cast is evolving. New faces like Josh Simmons bring fresh energy and potential, while established players will need to step up to maintain the high standards Chiefs fans expect. One key takeaway is how the front office balances immediate success with long-term growth. They're not just drafting for today, they're thinking about sustaining a championship-caliber team for years to come. This approach will be vital as the NFL continues to get more competitive. Looking ahead, fans should watch how the team's depth chart shapes up after training camp and preseason. Injuries and surprises are always part of the game, so the Chiefs need players who can step in and perform at a high level without missing a beat. There's also the question of how the coaching staff will adjust schemes and strategies with the new talent on board. Innovation and adaptation have been hallmarks of the Chiefs' success, and 2025 looks no different. Expect to see creative plays and a focus on maximizing the strengths of both veterans and rookies. Ultimately, the Chiefs fans have plenty to be excited about. The team is in a strong position to contend for another Super Bowl, but it will take focus, health, and a bit of luck to get there. What do you think will be the biggest factor for the Chiefs' success in 2025? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the conversation going.